Hello again everyone, and welcome to Gin Opinion and my second gin review. So we've got three great gins again for you today, so I'll see you on the other side of this. So, first up, Guerrilla Spirits Old Tom. Now, this is made in Upton Gray in Hampshire, lovely village, and it's made in a 200 litre copper pot still there called Mugwanaeza, and I'll tell you the significance of the name at the end. But it's an Old Tom gin, obviously, and it's based on their Silverback gin, which is an excellent London Dry style, but the botanicals in here have been upped 50%. So, it has 7 botanicals, we don't know all of them, but we do know that one of them is acacia flower, because we recently visited Guerrilla Spirits and were hosted wonderfully by Jamie Daniels, son of founder and head distiller Andy. And Jamie took us to the botanical store and allowed us to smell the acacia flowers they use in the gin. And to smell them, they're quite delicious. They're like a spiced honey, and that's what they bring to the gin. Now, being an Old Tom gin, it has obviously some licorice in here for sweetness, but they also add some sugar syrup. So it's a typical Old Tom, much sweeter than a London Dry. It's a really good one. It's 43% ABV. And the other thing I'd like to tell you about Guerrilla Spirits is they do wonderful charity work for gorillas in Rwanda. And if you buy a bottle of their gin or vodka, you donate £1 of that money to gorilla charities in that country. So great ethic from them. Great gins from them as well. They also have a fantastic distillery school there, so you can go, you can distill your own gin. You can also go to their cocktail mixing experience evenings. So fantastic distillery, doing really good stuff. Recommend you go and see what you can try. This is Newton House London Dry. Now, Newton House London Dry is distilled in the parish of Barwick, just outside Yeovil. Barwick, coincidentally, is my surname, so I feel a real connection with this gin. But it's distilled in a wonderfully restored Edwardian country house. And believe it or not, the country house was restored from 2008 by the distillers Jane and Robin Cannon. Now, not only did they restore the beautiful house, they wrote a book about the restoration. They then established a distillery in the dairy at the back of the house, and next to the distillery they established a gin and jazz bar. So if you're in the Yeovil area and you like gin and jazz, check their website out, because I'm sure they'll have some dates where you can go along and have a fantastic evening. But back to the gin. Newton House London Dry, 12 botanicals. 3 of the botanicals are unusual. The normal basket of London Dry in here, but the 3 unusual ones are grown actually by Jane and Robin in the walled garden of the house, and they are peaches, mint and blueberries. So great London Dry with that little bit extra. We visited the distillery recently, and Jane dries all her own citrus fruit. 3 citrus fruits in here. She dries them all, and when we visited, she was doing a drying process of the citrus. The aroma in the distillery was unbelievable. It was beautiful. So they are very, very good distillers. They produce a fantastic London Dry gin at 43.2% ABV. It's a great drink. With their signature serve is Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic with a slice of lime and a bruised mint leaf. So great gin for G&Ts, and you should try it. It's a beautiful London Dry if you're a London Dry drinker, and a great London Dry to start if you really haven't tried gin before. So there we are, Newton House gin from Yeovil. This is Beachcomber Southern Sweet Gin. It's distilled in Lymington, just on the edge of the New Forest, about 12 miles away. And the distiller is Kaz Bass. Now, Kaz distills this gin in a little distillery which is actually inside of a 6-acre commercial plant nursery. which is owned by her husband. So if you visit the distillery, you walk into the distillery, you get the fantastic aromas of gin, and when you step out of the distillery, you get the fantastic aromas of the plants they're growing, lilies, etc. It's absolutely beautiful. But back to the gin, Southern Sweet Gin. Now Kaz describes this as a Southern Sweet Gin because she doesn't like the spirit burn that some gins give you when you swallow them. So to create her own sweet version of a gin, she's put more licorice in here, and she's upped the citrus element, as well as putting kaffir lime leaves. Now she doesn't tell us what all the botanicals are, but you can imagine it's a fairly standard bunch of London Dry botanicals. But Southern Sweet Gin it is, which doesn't mean it's sickly sweet, it just means it's got a little bit more sweetness than a London Dry would have. It's 43%, I'm sorry, 43% ABV. Now Kaz does a lot of work with ocean cleanup, so I should just mention that the bottle, the cork and the cap are all fully recyclable, and if you buy a bottle of her gin, Kaz will allow you to return the bottle for recycling. So that's great, and we applaud her for that. Now it's already winning awards. She started to produce this in March 2018. It's already won a silver at IWSC, and it's won a silver at the London Spirits Awards. So obviously getting accolades. We like it, we sell a lot of it in the shop. It's really nice as a long drink with lemonade or soda water, but Kaz's signature serve is with Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic, a slice of lime and some peppercorns. So try it that way if you wish, or just make a very simple gin and tonic with it. It's lovely either way. So Beachcomber Sweet Southern Gin. There we are, 3 more great artisan gins from our collection. I hope you like the reviews. If you do, please subscribe. We'd love to see you again soon on Gin Opinion.